Good evening and welcome to Newswatch Ole Miss. I'm Hallie Reeves.
And I'm William Traylor. Tonight, we're keeping things live and local, catching you up on all things here in Oxford.
But before we dive into some local news, it is day 9 of the government shutdown and there is still no resolution in sight.
The shutdown initially happened because of disagreements over funding, with Republicans wanting to extend the current funding for more than 7 weeks while Democrats push for Obamacare subsidies.
As of now, it is still undetermined if federal workers will receive back pay, and military families across the country are bracing for the possibility of not receiving a paycheck this month.
We will continue to update you on this developing story in the coming days. Now, looking at what's going on in Oxford, did you know that we have our own food bank here in Oxford?
I actually do. Isn't that awesome? So Grove actually offers help with more than just food, but also essentials. These items would be like diapers and baby formula.
Making a difference beyond campus, and Newswatch reporter Cade Tripp has a story.
The Grove Grocery is a student-led food pantry available to anyone affiliated with the University of Mississippi.
I think it's really important for students. You know, college students are really busy, staff are really busy, and eating food is important. And I think that it's a really important resource on campus for those who need it, and it's a cool way for our community to come together and serve each other.
In the past, they have partnered with local businesses like El Charro, South Lamar Nutrition, Chicory Market, and receive fresh eggs every Tuesday from the Oxford Community Market. Grocery doesn't only offer food, they also have diapers and personal hygiene supplies. Meal swipes can also be donated.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't realize how prevalent food insecurity is at Ole Miss. We constantly have patrons coming in. The shelves are constantly being cleared out. It's just such a big, prevalent issue here, and I think that it kind of just flies under the radar for a lot of people. But we're really trying to get outreach to help people through times of need when they don't know when their next meal is coming from.
The Grove Grocery is always accepting donations located at 207 Rebel Drive, next to the police station on campus. They can be found on Instagram and Facebook at Grove Grocery. Reporting for Newswatch Ole Miss, I'm Cade Tripp.
A new program is coming to campus this spring. For the very first time, the Mississippi Department of Education has included Ole Miss in the Mississippi Teacher Residency Program. This will award the school $242,000 to kickstart that program. This will pay for 12 of the 33 required hours to earn a Master's of Art in Teaching, as long as the student agrees to work in an area with teacher shortages within the state. Ole Miss Assistant Professor of Elementary Education, Christina Livingston, will be taking the lead on this new program.
And speaking of homecoming, you may have noticed all the fun activities happening in the Union this week, while the Student Activities Association committee team began prepping months ago for this week, and their hard work has definitely paid off. The final event on SAA's plate is the annual Homecoming Parade, which begins at 5 p.m. at the Circle and ends at the Square. Should be fun.
Well, Hallie, one of my favorite parts of Homecoming Week is seeing who takes home all these titles. Homecoming King, Queen, Mr. and Miss Ole Miss. I mean, there's just so much, and the classmates too.
I know. I can just say for myself that all 4 of the candidates are absolutely awesome, and we're so excited for homecoming this weekend. But lucky for us, Newswatch reporter Caitlin Salas has all of the details.
The Ole Miss Associated Student Body has released its new homecoming board this past week.
It still doesn't feel very real. I'm super excited for this weekend. I'm very honored, but again, it just doesn't feel real, but it's really cool just to know that people showed up for me.
Last Tuesday, students had the chance to vote for their new board on My Ole Miss. Candidates that ran for these positions, with the winners being listed, of Mr. Ole Miss, Ryan Augustine, Miss Ole Miss, Riley Dellinger, Homecoming King, Terrell Atkins, and many campus favorites found out on Tuesday night around 10 o'clock p.m. who was elected. Although homecoming maid results were pushed back due to a possible glitch that may have allowed students to vote more than once, and homecoming queen elections landed in a runoff. Madison Waldrop, the ASB Attorney General, released a statement listed below in regard to the situation with the glitch, and the elected officials then got released this past Thursday after students had to revote for the homecoming maids and homecoming queen. Although Madison and some other candidates that ran were unavailable to provide an on-camera interview about the elections. Students also got involved with this election thoroughly, helping them make their decision on who to vote for.
Well, honestly, I know a lot of people who ran for the elections this year, so just doing my research on like who everybody else was, making sure that I was making an informed decision, as you should do with every election, no matter if it's on campus or off. That was really nice to like get to know more about our candidates and watch all their videos on Instagram and stuff like that.
What a great week filled with elections here on campus. At the Lyceum, I'm Caitlin Salison. You're watching Newswatch Ole Miss.
All right, guys, are you excited for the homecoming game?
I know I am.
It's going to be great. I mean, Washington State's going to be a great game. What's the weather going to look like?
Well, today it's been cooler temperatures. It's definitely been a little bit of scattered clouds, but mostly sunny. I can't wait to tell you the rest of this homecoming week after the break.
Elmo's daddy taught him that when he has a big feeling like being frustrated, humming a song can help you feel better. We all have big feelings, and we are all here for one another. Love your mind.
The freedom to live in safety. That's an American dream.
Some days are just better than others.
I think you should go talk to someone.
It's not that easy.
Have you been thinking about suicide? You can talk to me, Dad.
It's been a tough couple of months.
Dog relies on human being. Any animal that's in a house with a family relies on the family to take care of it. If you're not home, definitely let your neighbors know that you have animals. Put one on all four corners of the house, so there's no excuse. Put them on a window if you got the right side, left side. Put them there in the front door. Let your neighbors know. Tell somebody.
Gonna be a hot one out there for move-in weekend, Ole Miss. Good luck this year, Rep.
You did it. You're home. I can't wait for you to discover the true meaning of hotty toddy. It's a cheer that connects us all to the red and blue. It's the moment that begins when you step on campus and continues long after you turn your tassel. I can't wait for you to discover your legacy and make the world a better place. Are you ready?
Welcome back, Revs, and happy homecoming week. Now, looking into what has been happening today, we're finally getting to get that cooler temperature starting to go on. Today has been sunny. There's been a little bit of clouds, but mostly for the part sunny. Winds have been a little bit higher, but just enough to like blow my hair, but not too bad. The humidity has been okay, not too bad. Now, looking into tonight's forecast, it's going down in the cool 50s. So once again, we're kind of getting that autumn look, the cooler temperatures. Tonight, the precipitation is going to be lower. The humidity is going to go up though. The winds, once again, are going to be low, just like the precipitation. Now, tomorrow, we're kind of looking into a little bit of a hotter day. It's going to be partly cloudy, but that just means that the sun is going to peek out just a little bit. It's not going to be too bad. The humidity, once again, is going to be a little bit up. The precipitation and the winds are going to be lower, though. Looking at tomorrow's all-around temperatures, as you can see in South Haven, it's going to be in the 80s, but everywhere else it's going to be in the 70s. South Haven is going to be in the 60s overall with the cooler side. It's going to be 50s just about. Tupelo is just going to be a little bit higher in the 50s, but all around we're going to have some cooler nights, a little bit of the hotter side, but still kind of on the cooler side too. Not getting that summer weather that we have been having. Now, looking at our radar, we're right here at this black pinpoint. As you can see, going into this weekend, it's going to be dry. Even in Tennessee and Alabama, it's going to be dry as well. The only rain we're seeing on the map is down here in Georgia, but as you can see, that's not coming anywhere towards us. So I can tell it's going to be a great weekend. We're not going to have any chance of getting wet whatsoever. Now, game day forecast. I know I am ready, but are you ready? It's going to be a little bit hot, but looking kind of over in our categories here, the winds, the precipitation, even the humidities are all going down. I know it says the humidity is still going to be 59, but that's better than what we have been seeing for the rest of this week, and it's going to be clear skies. I'm super excited, and I hope you're excited for a Rebel win too. Now, going into our 5-day forecast, it's going to be a pretty sunny week. There's not really any chance of rain. The only slightly cloud coverage we're going to see is on Friday, but Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, it's going to be a little bit hot, going to be cooler at nights. I'm excited for this week, and I know you are too.
I think it's crazy. I wish the weather would make up its mind. I got half my fall wardrobe and half my summer wardrobe. I don't even know what to do.
I woke up this morning at 59 degrees. I was kind of chilly, and now you're saying it's going to be kind of hot this weekend?
It's going to be kind of hot. Like I said, on Saturday for the game, it's going to be a little bit more up in the 80s, but still, it's going to be perfect. I mean, I think it's a perfect day for a Rebel win. What about you?
I know it's going to be hot on Saturday. What about the rest of the sports?
Well, yeah, keeping that heat on the field, a look into soccer in this weekend's Washington State homecoming game. All of this and more when we get back from the break.
A waterfall made of fire. Goats that defy gravity. A turning point in history. A palace carved out of clay. The place where we grew wings. A thunderstorm beneath your feet. An eternal torch and an enduring dream. National parks are extraordinary. So is the support you give them.
Gosh, Darlene, it sure is amazing how much we have in common.
I know, Larry. We both love three-car pileups. We both were built in Buffalo.
And we both know wearing safety belts help save thousands of lives.
Yeah, this is fascinating.
Don't mind Vince. He's getting over a bad breakup.
I know. Janet's picking up the pieces, too. They're in here.
I wish they understood it's all worth it to get people to buckle up.
Hey, lacerated lovebirds, I sense a major crush.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Talk about head over heels.
Elmer loves to giggle. Elmer's mommy taught him that laughing can help when you have a big feeling, like when you feel happy. Make sure to celebrate when you're happy and laugh it out. Love your mind.
Welcome back to Newswatch with Sports Watch. I'm Sydney McGee here, bringing you all of the sports updates here in Oxford. Ole Miss Soccer hosts Kentucky for a 7 p.m. kickoff here in Oxford tomorrow, coming off of a tough 1-4 loss against number 5 Tennessee. Ole Miss leads this all-time series against Kentucky 14-11. While the Rebels have rotated through 10 different starting lineups throughout 11 games, two consistent faces being Katie Ramsden, who continues to show promises and leads the Rebels in goals, points, and assists, as well as Sydney Obelvich, who tied a career-high 11 saves in the SEC opener against Auburn. Kentucky, who has a record of 9-4 with one tie overall, with Alexis Tylenda leading the Wildcats in goals, points, and shots. She will have to put up a good fight against Rebel Tate Blinko, who continues to hold the fort down along the back line. Coverage will begin at 7 p.m. on SEC Network Plus. If you're attending the game, remember to wear your pink in support of breast cancer awareness. Ole Miss football is back in the Vaught this Saturday against Washington State. Washington State heads into Oxford with a 3-2 record and a defense that has continued to grow and impress throughout the season, owning a top 30 pass defense at just 179.8 yards yielded per game. In his press conference on Monday, Coach Kiffin said, "This is a really good challenge for us coming off of a bye, and even in some of these games they've been down, they played really great defense as a unit." With both teams being prepped and rested, Saturday's matchup will test the Rebels' offensive rhythm against one of the West Coast's better defenses. The Rebels, who are currently ranked as 4th, are trying to block out the noise and just focus on the game. Wide receiver Caden Lee stated, "We are really focused right now, and if we continue on this path, we'll put ourselves in a good position." Kickoff is set for 11:45 on ESPN. The SEC is in a league of their own, but Washington State, they're in a league of two. Sports reporter Dylan Laborde gives us an inside look of the new Pac-12.
The Rebels turn a new page this week as they look to pick up their 6th win this season against the first-place team in the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. As of 2025, there are only 2 teams in the Pac-12, Oregon State and Washington State. Just a couple years ago, the Pac-12 was a powerhouse conference headlined by blue blood programs like Oregon, USC, UCLA, and Washington, having no problem holding its own against the SEC and the Big Ten Conference. But a failed media rights negotiation after the introduction of NIL caused the conference to almost completely dissolve. 10 out of the 12 teams in the Pac-12 scattered, some moving to the Big Ten and others to the Big 12, with both conferences offering lucrative media rights opportunities for the universities that left. Oregon State and Washington State worked side by side with Pac-12 Commissioner Teresa Gold, helping her find suitable replacements to hopefully bring the conference back to its former glory. Current Pac-12 Commissioner Teresa Gold spoke on how this conference rebuild is personal for her.
We are securing the future of a conference that has a long legacy, that has a long history, that means something in our footprint and means something nationally in our business, and that also stands for something around supporting student athletes.
The Pac-12 looks to add a plethora of new members starting in 2026, including Utah State, San Diego State, Texas State, Colorado State, Fresno State, and Boise State, also adding Gonzaga for non-football sports. The conference is looking towards the future with possible additions a few years down the road. This is what Pac-12 Commissioner Teresa Gold said about possible new additions down the line.
We certainly have time to be able to be thoughtful around any additional members. There's no timeline, there's no deadline. You know, as we think about different iterations of schedules, we will be prepared for any iteration, and we will have different options and be flexible in terms of what that looks like.
As the Cougars look to take on the red-hot Rebels, they face an Ole Miss team that are 32.5-point favorites at home. The game kicks off at 11:45 in the VOD. I'm Dylan Laborde with Newswatch.
Well, Ole Miss fans, listen up. The Rebel Raffle is back. Don't miss out on your chance to be the raffle's big winner. The winning number will be drawn after the Ole Miss football game versus South Carolina on November 1st. Ole Miss football is not the only football team facing off in Oxford, but rather the end of an era for Lafayette and Oxford and the Crosstown Classic. The Lafayette County School District stated, after fulfilling future scheduling commitments, we will consider scheduling options more consistent with our classification and goals. Since Oxford is now a 7A school and Lafayette is a 5A school, the athletic department made the decision in order to ensure more competitive and fair athletic matchups. Oxford Superintendent Bradley Robertson said he was disappointed to see the Crosstown Classic come to an end. The Crosstown Classic football series dates back to 1972 and will be dearly missed in the world of sports. Oxford will be loud this weekend, but what's going on outside of sports? Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Sydney, for that sports update.
Up next, we're discussing all things national news. Newswatch Ole Miss. We'll be right back.
The funny thing about Hannah is she never crawled. She skipped it entirely. Went straight to walking and running. She was such an eager little girl. Guess she was always looking for the next amazing thing. I know that Hannah loved every one of you.
Are you looking for more in this world? Are you driven by purpose? Then we are looking for you. The big-hearted, the bold, the change makers. We are the Peace Corps. With volunteers in more than 60 countries, We join hands with communities, live together, work together, transform lives, and serve boldly together. Are you ready to go the distance to make a difference? Then we have a place where you belong. Join us.
Think buying fake products is harmless? Think again. Think fake cosmetics are tested and safe? Think again. Think that medicine you can buy off social media is high quality? Think again. Counterfeits are made in unsafe conditions, potentially using hazardous and even lethal ingredients that could harm you and others. Each year, billions of dollars worth of counterfeit products are sold in the U.S. I smell big crime. Think about it. If you don't know where the products came from, how could you know where the money goes? You're smart. Buy smart. Go for real.
Welcome back to Newswatch Ole Miss. Moving into national news, the government may be shut down, but that's not stopping some private companies from helping out federal employees. TGI Fridays, the popular casual dining chain, is making Everyday Friday for furloughed air traffic controllers and TSA agents. Employees of these agencies can show their employee ID at any TGI Fridays locations and get a free meal every day, now through October 23rd. The restaurant will offer cheeseburgers, chicken fingers, and more to these federal employees for free. Now, moving into more news, a ceasefire plan between Israel and Hamas has been agreed upon and is now entering the first phase of completion. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu convening his government today to sign off on the plan. It requires the fighting to end and for hostages in the custody of Hamas to be returned to their home countries. President Donald Trump says the release of these hostages could begin as soon as Monday. Reports from Gaza note cheering and clapping from citizens upon hearing the news, and the United Nations says it will begin supplying humanitarian aid to the Gaza Strip as soon as possible. And speaking on tensions between those two countries, a synagogue in Minneapolis is the center of an investigation tonight after anti-Semitic messages were found spray-painted on the building. Tuesday marked the second year of the war between Israel and Hamas, and police say imagery and messages related to the war were found Wednesday morning. Police say they are investigating the incident as a potential hate crime, as the same synagogue has been the target of threats and vandalism multiple times this year. Hallie, back to you at the desk.
The last of the 10 New Orleans jail escapees were captured yesterday. So let's take you back to May. Derek Groves and 9 men opened a faulty cell door and were actually able to escape their cells, making this escape the largest jailbreak in recent U.S. history. The last escapee was serving a life sentence for second-degree murder. Groves was found in Atlanta, hiding underneath a house after a police dog was sent inside. Groves will be sent back to Louisiana and has waived his right to fight extradition during a court appearance today. That wraps up all of our national news. Make sure to stay tuned after the break as we are checking out students' outfits on campus. Newswatch Ole Miss, we'll be right back.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority, filling up something far more important than any feed. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our every day with understanding, empathy, and compassion. leaving hate to become what it truly is, a whisper.
Life's daily battles are not meant to be fought alone.
We're not powerless, so long as we don't lose sight of what's important.
Don't be afraid to seize that moment to talk to your friends.
Cloud, you okay?
Because checking in on a friend can create a safe space.
The first step on our new journey. You coming?
Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Seize the awkward. It's totally worth it.
Welcome back to Newswatch Ole Miss. Fall is in full force and students are pulling out their fall clothes.
Let's take a look at some student fit checks with Rosie Matlock, Newswatch entertainment reporter.
Fall is in full swing. The leaves are falling, the weather's getting colder. Let's see what students are wearing in this weather and if their fits are good.
I am in a t-shirt and shorts with some tennis shoes, keeping it casual, but I got cold, so I put on a sweatshirt.
So, do you go to Harvard or?
Sadly, I don't.
Harvard of the South, though.
I know that's right.
Turn up.
I'm wearing a t-shirt and shorts.
Okay, well, what about on your feet, though?
I have some flip-flops on.
That was an unfortunate choice today. Do you regret it, or?
I lost my shoes.
Okay, so maybe we should go buy some new ones.
I don't have money for that.
Okay, flip-flops it is.
I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt, jeans, and Converse.
That's a very good outfit. Does it make you feel very fall? Like, is that a fall outfit to you?
Yes, that's why I wore it today.
I'm also peeping the Versace glasses. Like, let me know a little bit about that.
The frame insurance goes crazy.
Okay, period. I love it.
Okay. This is from Shein. It's like a little basic, you know.
I really like that. It's so fall.
Thank you.
It's so the vibe of today and the weather.
And you know.
Okay, William, the people want to know, can you give us a fit check? Like, where are your clothes from?
What's a fit check?
Just give us the rundown of your outfit, where it's from.
Oh, yeah, okay. So Reed's, Macy's, Plato's Closet, I think, I don't know, and I don't know, Amazon probably for the shoes. Who knows? You can't see them anyway, so.
All right, Sydney.
That's great. Okay,
Hit us
well,
with your fit check.
My shirt is from Pants Store, Oxford plug right there. My pants are from Zara, and
So
my shoes
cute.
are from P448.
Love it, love it. Hit us.
This dress is from TJ Maxx. This watch actually is from TikTok Shop. I wear it like every single day. E. Newton. My shoes. My closet, I actually don't know the store name, but
I
yeah.
love it.
What about you?
All right. Well, I'm working with some J. Crew fits right over here. A little business cash moment.
Okay.
My mom gave me this necklace, and I ran with it, feeling very presidential today.
Yes,
and, and that's the fit check, guys.
Yes,
I mean, we're all stylish.
I was about to say, I think we all look very
Well, thank
stylish.
you to Hallie's mother for that necklace.
I know.
Yeah.
Represent.
I know it.
Well, that is all we have for tonight. I'm Hallie Reeves.
And I'm William Traylor with your latest news.
I'm Campbell Baker with Stormwatch.
And with Sports Watch, I'm Sydney McGee.
Thank you for watching Newswatch Ole Miss, where we keep it live and keep it local.
And be sure to tune in tomorrow at 5 p.m. Good night.